In today's video, we are revisiting Killing Floor 2. I do in fact actually plan to do a couple of these revisit videos, especially on the games that I do really enjoy or really did enjoy back in 2019 and also 2020. Although I do not want to get too carried away with doing these style of videos, because obviously we want to have newer content and newer games that I've not done before, because well, that's just growing the channel. But honestly, I do think Killing Floor 2 deserves the attention because it has been such a great game up to this point. And while Killing Floor 2 is still one of the most played games that I have on Steam, it doesn't just get 197 hours out of nowhere. Not to mention, this game is still being updated, even though the game came out in 2016. So again, that note really does reinforce that it does deserve to have a revisit and to have another video here in 21. It is always the seasonal updates that bring the most content though. With the Halloween and Christmas events, this has really become a staple of Killing Floor 2, and it's actually amazing to see them still go on and create new maps, also release new guns and so on. Considering the 3K player base, which is not a huge amount really, it's absolutely awesome to see the devs still put this level of dedication into their work. During my time playing, I obviously messed around with the newer content, the newer maps and the new guns that I've not experienced before, and man, just the level of detail and attention to detail in the worlds that Tripwire have built, man, it's freaking awesome. And also, let me just say, this is still a very good looking game. I actually forgot how impressive it does look on PC, and the performance during gameplay is actually very good. However, this is something that I've noticed with the more patches that come, the more this game actually struggles to launch. Now, I don't mean struggle in the terminology of it crashing all the time, which crashing can actually be an issue, and I did come across an issue this time. I mean struggle in launching. If you've got a regular hard drive, it's going to take quite a while for this game to actually get into the menu. The splash screen actually takes forever and could actually take longer than it did the first time, and what is even more funny about this is I think the console version actually loads up faster. The game also has a compatibility bug with DS4 Windows. Now, I bring this up because a PlayStation 4 controller for this game, I don't know if this is the way it's meant to be, or whether this is just me and they've not updated for PS4 controllers, but it doesn't actually register. This obviously meant that I had to use an external program, which the one that I usually use is DS4 Windows, but when actually trying to go into the controller menu, the game would just crash. During the gameplay, however, it was perfectly fine. It was just this one menu that it just didn't like, and that was proper strange. So basically, just make sure your external program for your controller, if you are using a PS4 one, is disconnected before you change any of the settings. The settings for a controller in this game is okay. It certainly doesn't have the configuration of Battlefield or Apex Legends, but you can change the main things like sensitivity and dead zone. I played with a controller this time around because, well, I didn't try it the last time, so I was really interested to see what the compatibility was like, whether it was even supported, and man, it is supported here. And what I mean by that is the bloody aim assist, man is it strong. You can abuse the aim assist in the PC version just as much as you would be able to on the console version, as I find that it does actually snap to targets and rotate pretty much all by itself. Okay, maybe not that good, maybe I'm exaggerating a little, but the lock-on is definitely there. If you tap ADS, you will notice it. This is the perfect game to turn off sweat mode and just lay back and chill a little, while still having fast-paced and fun action. Even after all my time playing, as well as playing the console version, the PS4 version, I can still happily jump into this game and have a few hours on it and still actually find it quite fun. And sure, yeah, really long extended sessions of playing on it will probably get boring. This is due to the nature of that arcade wave format. However, there's enough new content for someone to have a break from it to come back and to enjoy it like they were first playing it. One thing that I've always said I've loved about the game is the perk system, the variety of weapons that you can use in this game, and the diversity of maps too. For it being a simple first-person wave survival type game, there is a mountain of content here and achievements. This game is literally an achievement hunter's paradise, because with new patches comes new achievements too. With the player base still being fairly strong, you'll have no trouble getting into games. Whether you're new or an experienced veteran of the FPS genre, you're going to find an online game that suits your skill level. And the game is actually crafted to so many different playstyles. Because this game is so inclusive in its perk system, and giving the players the option, the variety to play the way they want, there isn't really an issue with cheating. However, I have come across it, but this is super irregular, extremely few and far apart, not something that you will encounter frequently. The community as a whole when playing seem to be fairly decent. I would also like to mention that there are workshop items for this game. You will be able to download a few mods or a few custom maps, even including a bot mod that adds bots onto your team in co-op. It's actually really funny, they're kind of like aimbots as well. All in all, I think Killing Floor 2 is held up pretty nicely. It's awesome to see that it still gets updates. It's cracking fun to get back into. It has decent support for controllers if you want to play casually, but you can also rage game in a sweat using keyboard and mouse if that's your play style. With spectacular gunplay and awesome slow-mo moments, Killing Floor 2 is definitely still good in 21. It's bloody brilliant. You get it, bloody, because it's Killing Floor. There's a lot of blood. Yeah, I know, I hate me too. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. I think this is going to be the last Killing Floor 2 video that we do here on this channel, because, well, I just don't know the roadmap to the amount of updates that they're going to be doing for it. I just really want to see Killing Floor 3, to be honest. Plus, I don't think I really have enough to say anymore about the game, so I do think this video is a good stopping point. I've been Jaguar, and I will see you in the next video. Going to be the same for Apex Legends, and I really wanted to revisit and do a video on it like this, so I guess we're asking the question once again here, is it any good in 2021, or more accurately, is it still good?